Hello my dears, in this video, as we promised you in the previous video, which was talking about the prophet Abraham. Today we will talk about the prophet Joseph. This prophet, whom God tested despite his young age, was nevertheless one of the righteous believers. We will talk about his childhood, how his brothers attacked him and tried to kill him, and how he survived the well until he grew up and became the ruler of Egypt. God revealed this surah to the Prophet Muhammad, may God bless him and grant him peace. It consists of 111 verses, and God revealed it to him at the time when the Prophet Muhammad mourned the death of his wife and uncle. To console him. This story, that is, the surah, is full of lessons, inspiration, patience, and the test that befell the Prophet Joseph. We will review the most important events. Yusuf was born in the city of Fedin Aram in Iraq. He was with his father and his brothers. His father was Jacob, son of Ishaq, son of Abraham, peace be upon them. His brothers were 12, all of them born in Iraq, except for his full brother Benjamin, who was born in Palestine. Joseph was close to his father, and loved him very much, especially after the death of his mother Rachel. One day, Joseph came to his father and said, "My father, I saw in a dream 11 stars and the sun and the moon prostrating to me." Here Jacob realized that it was a real vision, and he said to Joseph, "Do not tell it." Time and days passed. His brothers said to their father, "We will go and we want Joseph to come with us." Their father said, "I fear that the wolf will eat him while you are unaware of him." They said, "Do not be afraid." The brothers gathered and decided to kill him. But God wanted otherwise and they did not realize it. One of them said, "Why should we kill him? Let us leave him in the well. Either he dies or a passerby takes him." Then they agreed to make it a well. Here we stand. We imagine the extent of hatred and jealousy and the extent to which it reached them, and on the other hand, we imagine the fear and disappointment that Joseph had in his brothers and how he would overcome this matter despite his young age. Here God inspired Joseph not to be afraid or sad. I will leave you, dear listener, to imagine what Joseph suffered. Time passed, and a caravan came to the well wanting water, heading to Egypt. They found him in the well, honored him, and took him with them. Joseph grew up and became a young man, and the second test came from the wife of Al-Aziz, who raised him. She was telling Yusuf about himself, and he was saying, "I fear God," and he did not comply with her desire, rejecting all the offers she made to him, until she complained about him to Al-Aziz and he went to prison because of her. In prison, there was another test that lasted for a while. After a while, Al-Aziz saw a vision and said, "Who can explain it to me?" One of the attendees said that I remember a man in prison called Yusuf. He is the one who can interpret it. Joseph interpreted the vision and his dear friend brought him closer to him, and everyone knew that he was innocent of the woman's accusation, and she came to him to apologize and confess her guilt. Yusuf continued with Al-Aziz until he became one of the most senior state officials. All rule and management were in his hands, and one day he met his brothers and knew them, but they did not know him. He said, "Take this shirt of mine. Hang it over your father's face. He will return and see. Come to me with all your families." When they all gathered and showed submission to him, he said to his father, "My father, this is the interpretation of my vision before. My Lord has made it true." Let thinking, if we thought and imagined the story from the father's point of view, we would be sad, and if we looked at it from the child's point of view, we would feel afraid. If we look at it from a young man's point of view, we will not despair. These are simple parts of the story. I hope I succeeded in them. Write in the comments, what prophet would you like to know about? Greetings to all of you.